Did you get your free money from Moomoo yet? If not, use my link down below, deposit at least $100, and boom, you get 1 free share of NEO guaranteed and up to 5 other stocks, each of which could be valued up to $3,500. It's free money, guys. Again, use that link down below, get your money, and with that being said, let's dive into the video. So like you all saw in the title, we got to break down some stocks today. 5 oversold stocks that I'm looking at right now, starting off with number 1, which you guys probably know this company. It is JP Morgan. Ticker symbol JPM. And at the time I'm filming this video, this stock is down a whopping 18% from all-time highs. Pretty much, it's not yet in bear market territory. In fact, it was a couple of days ago, but it's not anymore. It got itself out of the bear market. If you guys take a look from 172 down to the 127 low, it was down 26%, so it is slowly crawling out, but still, it is down 18% over the past couple of months since the end of October, and we're heading into a rate hike cycle. You know, knowing the Fed, I mean, this might not last long considering in the past 10, 15 years we've had a couple of hikes and then didn't really last. They cut rates back to zero, but as of now, we are seeing record high levels of inflation, right? We're getting into a rate hike cycle. We just got a 25 basis point hike, and now the Fed and Jerome Powell, they're saying, hey, with inflation being very high, it doesn't seem like it's slowing down. We might have to do and consider 50 basis point hikes, right? So with this coming, and we're probably going to get to a Fed funds rate of anywhere from 1.75 to maybe even more than that. Who knows how many hikes and the amount of each hike that they're going to do here. But overall, as we are heading into this hiking cycle, I think the bank stocks are going to do well, and I'm pretty surprised that they're down so much, especially JP Morgan. Again, this one's down 18%, and it was down 26% at its worst. So I think these are bound to do well. Technically speaking, at the time of this video, or at the time I'm filming this video, we're failing right at the 180 SMA in the mid 140s, low 140s. If we could break this moving average, which we did, when was this? Beginning of 2022, we broke out and we saw a bit of a run from 160 to 171. If we can do that again, if we break 145, let's say, I'll put my alert right there right now, there could be a nice push towards the top of this channel, which could be anywhere from 150 to about 155. And who knows, maybe we break 155 and this starts taking off, which I believe, again, as we're heading into this rate hike cycle, I think that is going to happen. And don't just buy this based on my opinion. Please, guys, I'm not a financial advisor, but based on what I believe here in the environment we're in, I do believe JP Morgan being the best out of the banks, in my opinion, right? I think it's going to go 150 plus, 155. These are very suppressed levels, and it's almost like a compressed spring. I do believe this, and a lot of other stocks are like that as well. You know, I think it's going to boom. I think it's going to rip, and 150, 160 is where it could be going. Stock number 2 I'm looking at is DataDog, ticker symbol DDOG. Let's pop this one up. This one, at the time I'm filming this video, is up 8% on the day, and it's overall still down about 25%. So even though it's up today when I'm filming this, it's still down 25% from the recent almost $200 high, which we hit, when was that? The middle of November, and coincidentally, that's when Triple Q started selling off, if you guys remember that, right? And this is obviously when a lot of stocks, tech stocks, started going down. So DataDog is down from 200 now to 150, and overall, in the grand scheme of things, I still think it's a bit suppressed here. It's starting to move out of the moving averages, which is great. It's above both of them here on the 4-hour chart. Now we just got to break this downwards channel like we're seeing it's trying to do right now. We're testing it at about $150. And look at Tesla stock. Tesla is not on the list for this video, but it kind of goes hand in hand with the pattern we're seeing with DataDog. Look, Tesla's currently up 7% on the day. It's breaking out completely of the downwards channel and the moving averages, which, mind you, it broke out of the moving averages before it took out the channel, right? And going back to DataDog, it broke out of the moving averages, but it's not quite yet out of the channel. So it's kind of one step behind Tesla in terms of Tesla's pattern, which again is the same one that I'm seeing here on DDOG. So watch out for a breakout. I'm going to put my alert at 153. If that point's able to break, honestly, guys, I think DDOG could take off. 170, 175, maybe 180, which is where it was was in the middle of February, about a month and a half ago, I think that is where it could be going. So that is DDOG. Activision Blizzard's another one, ATVI, which in the grand scheme of things, it's gone up a lot over the past couple of months. But if you take a look at where it was when we got the news, Microsoft is buying them out for what? 70 billion, 68 billion. If you look at where it was at $91. Now we're about $12 under that point. We are down 15%, which in my opinion, it kind of makes sense in one way. You know, it ran up a ton from 64 to 90 in one day because I think they're buying them out all stock, if I remember. So it's not all stock. They're actually buying them for 95 a share in an all-cash transaction valued at, the value I got was right, 68.7, right around 68, $70 billion. So 95 a share in an all-cash transaction. Now we're at about, what, 78, 79 a share. And what we're noticing is over the past couple of weeks, months, 2 months at this point, Activision has been consolidating right around 78, 80 bucks. It has not fallen under that point at all. So for me, guys, and on top of that, I'm noticing an inverse head and shoulders forming, and we're holding the neckline as of now at about 78 bucks. For me, I think Activision's getting ready for a breakout. You know, that's what I personally think. And now that the markets are slowly starting to move back up, knock on wood, we might reverse back down, but as of now, we are starting to move back up. You know, Activision Blizzard, 85, 90 a share. I could easily see that happening. So that's stock number 3. Stock number 4 is MercadoLibre, ticker symbol MELI. This one's been moving above the moving averages the past couple of days. It's actually at a multi-month high right now. The last time we were above 1,200 a share was back in the beginning of 22, and I'm talking on the 4th of January, literally the beginning of 2022. So really the last time we were well over 1,200 was the end of December. So we're talking about three and a half months ago, something like that. So the fact that we're taking out 1150, we're back over 1,200. There's really no resistance point at this point ahead of us until about 1375, maybe 1360, right around that point, which was the high from the end of, when was that? December. So I believe this could end up ripping from where we are now, 1,200, 1,215, you know, and when I'm filming this video, the stock's up over 5%. We can see here from 1,200 to 1350, 1375, we could catch a 10, 12, maybe even more percent upside move there if it even, if it takes out 1,400. It might even go higher than that, but we're not going to get ahead of ourselves. Step by step here, guys. Melly does, it's starting to look good, and we'll continue, or we'll see rather, if this continues, right? So the last stock for this video, and if you all made it this far, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe. Well, I'm sure you're probably subscribed if you made it this far, and let me know in the comments if you did make it this far. Drop me a comment. Let me know your thoughts. As always, I love, talking to you guys in the comments. The last stock for this video is Lululemon, which, let me say this first and foremost right off the bat, it is not reversing yet on the 4-hour chart. It is still down in a downtrend. It's down a ton over the past couple of months, down 35%, well into a bear market with earnings coming up on the 29th. So that's, towards the end, obviously, of March. So we're not out of the moving averages yet. We are above the 50, but still under the main 180. So that's number one. But if you pull back a bit to the 3-year chart, you guys can see we're actually, a lot of these stocks on the 3-year and the max charts still look pretty good. Lululemon is riding the 180 moving average, which, if you guys take a look here, it held that point in the middle of March 2020 in the midst of the crazy crash that we saw. And now we're actually pretty much right at the levels we were in March, before March 2020, before the pandemic crash, where Lululemon was at about 260. I mean, yes, we're in the low 300s now, but just about a week or two ago, we were at near 260, 275, 280, 285. So we're starting to get buyers on Lululemon as the overall markets have been bouncing. Now, if we break out, listen to this, guys, if we start breaking out of 330 to 350, that's a big sell range coming up. I would say, a sell zone. If we can see momentum out of there, 350s plus, that's where Lululemon could really start breaking out. And going back to that 3-year chart, it would continue the uptrend. And at that point, we'll probably be able to make, we will be able to make some money on the bounce. So overall, overall, that's 5. Those are 5 stocks I'm looking at. More on the oversold side: JP Morgan, DataDog, Activision Blizzard, MercadoLibre, ticker symbol MELI, and good old Lululemon. If you all found value in this video, again, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe, drop me a comment, join my Patreon if you want all my real-time buy, sells, call-outs, morning update videos, more access to me throughout the day. Literally, if you want to keep up with everything I'm doing, call-outs, if you want to be able to talk to me throughout the day more on a one-on-one basis, Patreon's the way to go. That's linked down below, or you guys can go to StockSurfS.com/Patreon and make sure to get your free money for Moomoo. Again, you get 1 free share of NEO guaranteed and up to 5 other stocks, each of which could be valued up to $3,500. Just use my link down below, deposit at least $100, and boom, you get your free money. Or you can go to StockSurfS.com/Moomoo, deposit $100 there. It's the same website, guys, and boom, you get your free money. I'll catch you all in the next video. Thanks for watching. As always, peace out.